All right, let's talk about one of the strangest but most powerful ideas in the entire modern economy. It's called the ghost buy. It's a trillion-dollar strategy that's pretty much hiding in plain sight, and it explains everything from weird tax loopholes to the heated seats in your car. So what exactly is this thing?
Okay, to really get this, I want you to imagine something. You're at the grocery store, right? You've got your cart packed, you've got your milk, your bread, your eggs. You're all set to check out. But just as you get to the register, the store manager walks over, and he buys everything in your cart himself. He takes out his own wallet, pays for all of your groceries, and then he just turns right around and puts everything back on the shelf. You'd be standing there thinking, has this guy completely lost his mind? It makes zero sense.
Well, what sounds completely insane in a grocery store is actually a core strategy in the world of high finance. That, my friends, is the ghost buy. It's a world where companies have figured out how to become their own best customers. And this little story perfectly captures the bizarre logic we're about to dive into.
So, where did this whole crazy idea even begin? Well, for that, we have to go all the way back to the 1950s. This is when an engineer stumbled upon what you could basically call a financial cheat code, an idea so powerful it would go on to change, well, pretty much everything.
So there was this engineer, his name was Fred Rice, and he noticed something that just seemed absurd. You had these huge steel companies paying millions and millions of dollars for insurance, but they almost never actually filed a claim. I mean, they were just burning cash. So he came up with a pretty revolutionary idea. And the cheat code he invented was, honestly, brilliant. Rice told these companies, look, just create your own insurance firm. Set it up in a place like Bermuda. Then the parent company pays premiums to itself. It gets to deduct those payments to lower its tax bill, and here's the best part. If there are no claims, it just keeps all the money as profit. This was the original ghost buy, and guess what? It's completely legal.
Okay, but from here, the whole ghost buy concept gets even stranger. This is what happens when governments get involved. I mean, what happens when an entire country tries to buy green energy that doesn't actually exist? Take Germany. They invested a staggering $500 billion in a green energy revolution. The goal sounded great. Use all these powerful wind farms in the north to power the industrial factories down in the south. But they ran into a huge physics problem. The country's power grid literally could not handle that much electricity. If they tried, it would risk a catastrophic nationwide blackout.
So to stop the grid from collapsing, what does the government do? It pays the wind farms to do nothing, to just sit there, idle. So now, German consumers are paying for ghost electricity. In 2022 alone, that cost them $4.2 billion for power that was never even generated. You see the problem? You pay for the green energy you didn't get, and then you have to pay again for the dirty energy that was used instead. It is a perfect ghost buy, all paid for by the public.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, this is all just weird stuff with massive corporations and governments. But this is the part where this logic comes right into your life, right into your driveway, actually. Welcome to the subscription trap.
You've got car companies like BMW and Mercedes. They build their cars with all the hardware for features like heated seats or extra horsepower already physically installed. You paid for those parts when you bought the car. But then that hardware gets ghosted. It's locked behind a software wall. And if you want to unlock the feature you already own, you have to pay a monthly fee. It's basically a digital ransom.
So why in the world are they doing this? It all comes down to a magic phrase that Wall Street is obsessed with. Annual recurring revenue, or ARR. This is the absolute holy grail for investors. It's a predictable, stable stream of income from subscriptions, month after month after month.
And here's the crucial thing to understand. For investors, that steady drip, drip, drip of your monthly subscription is seen as more valuable than the big one-time profit from just selling you the car. It's all about the mindset that predictability is worth more than profitability. They would rather rent you back your own property forever.
So when you start to connect all these dots, from the offshore insurance schemes to the phantom electricity to your car subscriptions, you start to see a much bigger picture emerge. Some people are even starting to call it techno-feudalism.
Because the fundamental relationship we have with our stuff is changing. We are shifting from a world where we are owners of things to a world where we are just active users. A world where we have to constantly pay for access to our own lives and our own property. And that's the real hidden power of the ghost buy.
Whether it's a company insuring itself, a government paying for power that isn't produced, or an automaker charging you to use a button that's already in your car, it is all the same principle. It's the new invisible hand of the modern economy quietly pulling money straight out of our pockets.
So the next time you hear about some company's record-breaking growth, just ask yourself, are they truly innovating and finding new customers? Or have they just perfected the art of the ghost buy?